As soon as the weather warms up, I do a lot of camping. I sleep in my tent almost every weekend, and most of the time I'm with my partner or my friends or my parents. But once a year, I like to do a solo camping adventure to one of the Gulf Islands. Why, you might ask? Well, the answer is simple. I have the freedom to do whatever I want, whenever I want. And for me, camping is a chance to unplug, really be in the moment, and enjoy nature. So, here's what I like to do on a solo camping trip. But first, I gotta go set up the tent. Come on. After setting up camp, it was time to do some exploring. So I went for a hike up the highest hill on Galiano Island. So when I'm by myself, I am way more aware of my surroundings because I'm not distracted by conversation. I can zone out and truly soak in everything around me, which is really nice because I live in such a beautiful place. So here's the moment all been waiting for, and the reason I hike, for the amazing views from the summit. And this is definitely one of the better ones in the Gulf Islands. You can see main island right there, and you have Saturna Island right behind it, and over there is the Penders. And right here, I don't know what this island is right here, but behind it is Salt Springs, so maybe this is Prevost. I'll have to look at a map. But looks like we got some weather moving in, so I came here right at a good time. And there's even a bald eagle flying around right there. How beautiful is that? So one thing I really love about this viewpoint, aside from the fact that it's spectacular, is that you can look down over Active Pass, which is right there. And that is the route where the ferries go from Tsawwassen on the mainland to Vancouver Island. So when I moved here 8 years ago from Alberta, that's obviously the route I took. And I just really remember being on that ferry with my car full of all my precious belongings, and it really hit me that, wow, this is your new home. You are no longer just going to visit a friend. This is where you live now. And I actually shed a few tears because I was so overwhelmed and happy to be living in such a gorgeous place. And so here I am 8 years later and still feel very grateful that I can call this place my home. I don't really enjoy cooking, so I like to keep it as simple as possible whenever I go camping. Usually I bring my little portable barbecue and eat hot dogs most of the weekend, but this time I decided to leave that at home since I'm in a walk-in campsite and wanted to keep it really simple. So I just brought my little stove for backcountry stove for boiling water. So tonight I am having some instant noodles with some hot and spicy chicken and dill pickle hummus. So, all I need now is for my water to boil. Oh yeah. Time for what is often the best part of the day. Well, maybe not the best part, but I do enjoy eating. So, guten Appetit! Another reason I like camping by myself is because I'm a creative person. So that means I need some alone time to get lost in my thoughts. I need time to daydream about traveling to far-off lands, outdoor adventures, time to write in my journal and create some silly songs.
The tide's coming in. The tide's coming in. What you gonna do when the tide's coming in?
So that catchy song was inspired from a solo camping trip a few years ago, and it is now being turned into this.
What you gonna do when the tide's going out? Everybody now, the tide's going out. The tide's going out. What you gonna do when the tide's going out?
I must admit that when I go camping, I actually don't spend a lot of time in the campsite. And that's because I'm a restless person who always wants to know what's around the next corner. But I usually feel relaxed and recharged after a solo camping trip. When you unplug and have some quality me time, you might learn something new about yourself.